Hello, my bitches, my bros, my non-binary hoes, my sims, my losers, my freaks, my weirdos, all my lovely, wonderful people. It is Storm back for video number 3 of the day. If the audio quality is different, it's because I switched from my regular good noise canceling headphones to my nighttime headphones, which are actually AirPods instead of like real headphones. Currently, it is like 8:44. This is going to be a 20-minute long video, and it is our new mystery character. If you can tell from the title or from the hint I posted on my community page, this is an Eddie Munson ex-listener. So, you and Eddie are dating. Yes, I know I've made a lot of dating audios recently, but that's because this one is very specific, and I love this trope, especially with Eddie, because you just know, like, he would love it. But Eddie Munson Eddie Munson ex-listener plays with Eddie's rings. Because I know I love playing with rings so much. Like, bro, if I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend who has rings, I will, like, fiddle with them for, like, forever. Anyways, let's get straight on to the audio. So, you and Eddie are in his uncle's trailer in his bedroom. His uncle's out at, work, and it's just you and Eddie alone in the house tonight. Eddie is laying on his bed, just kind of scrolling through his phone, whatever. And you're laying in between his legs, with your back to his chest, and he has one arm wrapped around you. Then you look down and realize that it's his right hand that is wrapped around you, and his right hand has most of his rings on it, I'm gonna guess, because, you use your left hand to, like, the guitar, if you don't, like, hit the plate, finger the strings, you would use your left hand to do the fingerings on the guitar, and your right hand to strum, so I'd assume his right hand would have all the rings on it. So anyways, you guys are chilling, and you look down, you see his hand, and you go, shiny shit. So you grab his hand, and you start to play with his rings. And he's not really focused so he lets you do that for a good 5-10 minutes while he just kind of looks at guitar solos and stuff, and, tickets to Metallica concerts and stuff. And yes, I know that they didn't have technically, like, cell phones like we do now, but pretend that we did, kind of like we did for the Donna thing. Anyways, continuing. And, like, he's just kind of, oh, fuck, this tickles, and it also hurts, and it tickles really bad, and I don't like it. Anyways, so, yeah, you and Eddie are chilling, vibing, whatever, fuck. Sorry. Anyways, you're fiddling with his rings, and he, after a while, he notices, baby doll, what are you doing? And you're just like, nothing. Nothing, huh? Well, looks like you're pretty interested in my rings, though. You're like, they're shiny. I love shiny things. You're like, and he's like, I know, baby, I know. But, seriously, my rings? It's like, you can't go a day without touching them. And you're like, can you blame me? And you guys literally just both start laughing really hard. And he's just, like, he just lets you continue to play with his rings. Yes, he's sleeping. Anyways, yeah, you guys are, like, chilling. And then he starts to run his fingers through your hair. And just ever so gently. Like, he puts his phone down and begins to run his fingers through your hair. You're just like, yay, I love this. right? And you continue to play with his rings. And you're like playing with one in particular that's got like a bigger kind of round top. And it evens out. So anyways, after that, just like, baby doll, if you keep playing with them, you're gonna wear them down. And you're like, oh, sorry. No, nothing. You don't have to be sorry. I like it when you play with my rings. Like, yeah? Yeah. Makes me feel pretty. You know, like, you are pretty? It's like, no, baby, you're pretty. I'm me. And you're like, yeah, you're beautiful. Shut the fuck up. You're like, no. So, try and convince him you do what he would do if you were saying that stuff about yourself. And you turn around and you start to, like, pepper kisses all over his face. And you're just like, it's like, baby doll, what you doing? You're just like, showing you how pretty you are. Okay, I get it. I'm pretty, okay? Like, thank you. And then you actually, kiss him. Because he's your beautiful boyfriend. So. God, you're perfect. You're just absolutely stunning. Or handsome. Wink. I love you so much, listener. So fucking much. And you, of course, say I love you back. Because, like, why wouldn't you? Anyways, you fall asleep like that on his chest. And then the next morning, his Uncle Wayne is home. Right? And his Uncle Wayne comes home around 3, wakes up at like 11 to go, no, wakes up at like 12 to go to work for like 10 p.m. Okay? So he works like, actually no, he works 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. So he's up at like 12-ish, right? And comes home at like 3. That's like 11 hours of sleep, right? I think so, if my math isn't mistaken. And then he comes in, and you and Eddie are like awake, but you're still laying on his chest, and once again, playing with his rings. And he's like just sitting there on his phone again. And Uncle Wayne comes in, he's like, "Morning, lovebirds." And Eddie's like, "Uncle Wayne, don't say that." He's like, "What? It's true, huh?" Listener, like, hey, Mr. Munson, because like, you're respectful. Respect. Like, good morning. And then he's like, "Well, if you guys want any breakfast, there's some on the stove. All right? I gotta head out and go grab some groceries, so it's just gonna be you two. I'm trusting you not to do anything stupid. You hear? Why am I making him Southern? I don't know, but it's funny. And Eddie's like, "Yeah, Uncle Wayne, we weren't gonna do that anyway." Like, sure. And then Uncle Wayne turns around and leaves, right? So then Eddie's like, "I can't believe he thought we were actually gonna, And you're like, fuck. And he's like, And he's like coughs on his own spit. He's like, whoa, listener, could you be any more blunt about it? And you're like, oh yeah, I can. And then you open your mouth to speak, and he cuts you off by kissing you, because like that's hot. Like that wasn't a real question. And like you just hear him mumble that, and you start laughing. And then he grabs the sides of your face and pulls your face deeper into his, basically. I love you so fucking much. So fucking much. And, like, y'all are just vibing. I kind of only want to do the first part of this audio right now and then do the second half later. Har. No, I'll do it. I'll do it all right now. Because only like 10 minutes left. So anyways, you guys are just chilling. But then Eddie has band practice. So they all head over to Gareth's place. So you go back to your own house, which, sad. But when you like reach into your jean pockets, right, to look for like a chapstick or something, you see the ring that you were paying the most attention to, and it has a little note on it. It says, here, listener. It says, I saw how much you like this, so it's yours now. I have another one exactly like it. And you're like, oh my fucking god, I love this man so much. And then you put it on immediately and you start to fidget with it. And you just kind of sit in your bed and then you go to sleep. And the next day is Monday, okay? So you go to school and you see the Hellfire Club sitting at their table. But the thing is, you and Eddie are kind of a secret. Because you are like a cheerleader. But among the Hellfire Club knows. Because there's no way Eddie would be able to keep a secret that he's dating a cheerleader. But, like, Jason and them, they don't know. So when they see a ring on your finger that looks suspiciously like one of Eddie's, because you just know that Jason and Eddie have gotten too many fistfights, most of which Eddie has won, by the way. You know he'd know how to scrap. Anyways, it starts to raise some questions. Hey, listener, whose ring is that, huh? And you're like, mine. Why? Like, yeah, you sure? Because it looks a lot like the freak's. You're like, it's not his, Jason. And stop calling him that. What you gonna do about it, huh? And you just roll your eyes and you go sit with Chrissy, who's an angel, by the way. Okay, ready? Unpopular opinion? I think I've already talked about this. Have I? Johnny Gilbert and Grace Van Dyne are so fucking annoying. Actually, that's a quite popular opinion, but they're I'm sorry, to my viewers that like them. In my personal opinion, I don't like their relationship. I think it's good for Johnny to have a girlfriend, but the way that Grace acts on camera, just makes me really uncomfortable. But you know what, as long as they're happy, it's fine. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I just don't really, I personally, I get a little bit creeped out by it, but yeah. Anyways, continuing on. After school, you see Jason and a couple of his friends surrounding Eddie and a couple of and like Gareth and them. And you're like, what the hell? So you walk up to Jason, his name's Jason, and you grab his arm, or you grab his shoulder, because let's say Jason's like your cousin. So you're like, you guys share the same last name, but like you guys are cousins. So you're like, Jason, what are you doing? Like, stop. And he's like, come on, because it's just a little harmless fun. You're like, harmless fun? You think beating a kid up is harmless? Like, yeah, when it's when it's a fucking losers club. Wait, yeah, when it's a freak and it's fucking satanic loser club. And you're like, Jason, oh my god, I can't believe you're such an ass. And Eddie swings at Jason, right? And then Jason and his friends take on Eddie's friends. But Eddie's group comes out on top. You were kind of watching from the sidelines, as a small group had formed around them. And you were like, that's my man, guys. You didn't actually say that out loud, but you were thinking it the whole time. I know you were. But, like, Eddie had done some damage on Jacob's nose. That doesn't mean he hadn't gotten a few cuts, but just a busted lip and a couple of bloody knuckles. So, he went into the school bathroom, and you followed. Trying to make it pretty, and you wanted to follow, but you knew you couldn't, as, somebody could see you, and wonder why you were going into the boys' bathroom. After the freak, no less. And then, after school, you get into Eddie's van, which has tinted windows, by the way, and drive back to the trailer park. But you get out of the car, and you actually walk to the forest, to have a joint. Because, well, he has a joint, Unless you want to, but I just don't smoke. Anyway, so sorry about that, but, yeah, so basically, you guys are in the forest, and you're like, what were you guys fighting about? It's like, the ring. Jason got suspicious. Cornered me and Gareth. He kept saying, he kept threatening to beat me. He kept threatening to beat me bloody. He kept making comments about my mom, my dad, and, my side hustle, and, everything about me. He kept screaming at me, asking if I had laid a hand on you. I just say no. But, God, sometimes I'll knock his little ass out. And you're like, yeah, so do I. And then you spend a little bit comforting him, And you sit with your head on his shoulder. And it's, sorry, and it's on a long sigh. And then, you notice his necklace. And you grab it and you slightly turn it to look at you, or to face you. And you kind of wiggle it back and forth on his chain. He's like, again, baby doll, really? The necklace this time? And you're like, excuse me, but your jewelry is pretty. And so is your hair. And you went and you kind of touched his hair. And he's like, hey, don't screw up my curls. And you're like, I won't. Just let me touch. So he does. He lets you, he knows that you're not gonna screw up his hair. He was just, messing with you. Oh, this fair. Anyways, yeah, he grabbed your hand right after a while, and he takes it and he puts it in his lap, and you guys just kind of hold hands in the forest for a while, and then you head back to his trailer. And his uncle is still home by then. He doesn't, like I said, he doesn't have to leave till like 8. And it's only like 3:45-ish. 4 o'clock now. So, hey kids, how was school? Good. Like, any trouble? No, avoid. And you shoot him a look like, and he just like, he looks back at you like, don't tell him, right? You kind of give him a nod, whatever. You guys go into your room, into his room, and he picks up his guitar and he starts playing Ride the Lightning. Have you guys seen the video of Kirk Hammett? He's like, where's Ride the Lightning? And then he like riffs on it. He's doing the riff on his guitar. It's really funny. I'm sorry. Because like the comments under that video were like, where's Ride the Lightning? Riffs angrily. Sorry. Anyways. And yeah, basically you just sit. I don't like the way this is gonna end, but I don't know how else to end it. So yeah, you just kind of sit and you watch him play his guitar for a little while until you have to go home, and then he drops you off, but he has to drop you off up the street. So you walk home and you say that you're at Chrissy's. Hey honey, how's school? And you're like, it's good, Mom, And then you go upstairs and call Eddie. No. And then it's really late, so you're just like, oh yeah, Chrissy and I were just studying, Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, basically, you go into your room, you get ready for bed, and you go to sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I didn't, I think it was kind of okay, not my best work, but yeah. You will be seeing a little bit more, or actually a lot more Eddie Munson, especially Eddie Munson angst in the future. Bye guys, Storm out for the 3rd time today. I hope you enjoyed today's triple audios.